Right now at noon, Joplin police begin an investigation into the death of a 9-month-old infant.
I got a few lingering showers out there from this morning, dangerous heat across the area, and a few more rain chances into the weekend. Look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, city officials in Lamar discover hundreds of dead fish floating in Honey Creek.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, this is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. A 911 call for unknown trouble turns into a death investigation of an infant at a Joplin apartment complex. Joplin police set up their crime scene command unit after responding to the initial call around 8:40 yesterday morning at the Oxford Park Apartments on the 2600 block of 34th Street. When crews arrived, they discovered an unconscious 9-month-old infant who was not breathing. Despite emergency efforts, the infant was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities remain on the scene as the active investigation continues. Police are working with the coroner's office to conduct an autopsy. This is a developing story, and you can head over to KOAMnewsnow.com for more details as they become available. A former church building burns in Chetopa, Kansas. Firefighters responded to 403 Locust Avenue just after 7:30 last night. 5 departments assisted Chetopa Fire, and crews cut a hole in the south gable and used a ladder truck to attack hotspots from above. Several firefighters were treated for heat exposure in the 85-degree weather. No serious injuries occurred, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. A 67-year-old man is rescued after getting trapped in a massive grain bin in La Harpe, Kansas. It happened last night at Bernstein Farms. Now, the man did not fall in, but was already inside the 10,000 bushel corn bin when crews arrived. First responders from multiple agencies spent nearly 4 hours getting him out. He was taken to the hospital. No word yet on his condition. Let's check in now with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've got another dangerously hot day across the area. It's kind of been the trend. I mean, our summer started all right, and then it really turned into the dog days of summer in a hurry. Live look downtown Pittsburgh, a little bit hazy. Got some clouds. It is breezy. Now, remember, though, the MoDOT camera here at 20th and Range Line zoomed way in, so it's shaking as though we've got 60-mile-an-hour winds, when in reality, it's just because of how zoomed in it is. But it is breezy, and these showers from this morning, man, they have not given up the ghost just yet. We've still got them mainly now into parts of Craig County and southeastern Newata County, and that's really about it. But they flared up. We've had some rumbles of thunder, nothing too crazy outside of that. They'll continue to sink to the southeast and eventually be gone, but then we'll have additional shower chances a little later. Started yesterday at 74, made it to 96. So through all of this, even when we cooled back down, we haven't reached record levels, and that's a good thing. We certainly don't want to be at 107 degrees, although the 50s right now didn't sound too bad. Heat advisories continuing across the area through this evening at 8, and the excessive heat warnings, Newata and Washington counties in Oklahoma also running through 8 o'clock tonight. In those excessive heat warnings, heat index values today could reach 110 to 113 degrees. Temperatures, of course, heating up. Where we've had some rain, it's helped a little. We've got some upper 80s out there. Otherwise, we're into the low 90s, and those heat index values, rain not helping them at all. Already upper 90s, triple digits out there as well, and of course, we'll continue to get hotter. Through the evening, should have mostly clear skies initially, and then late we start to see some additional pop-up shower chances. We're still very warm, well above average tonight, mid-80s by 11 o'clock. Still dangerous heat into the weekend and rain chances into the weekend. We'll go over all those details with you here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, nearly 1,000 fish have died after a sewage leak in Barton County. City workers discovered black standing water and dead fish floating in Honey Creek inside the Lamar City Park. City officials tell us the most likely cause was that a sewer pipe clogged and overflowed out of a manhole cover before flowing into the creek. City officials also say the system was able to unclog before they could find out the root of the cause. The Missouri Department of Natural Resources and the Missouri Department of Conservation were both contacted. The DNR says they are conducting an ongoing investigation, and the city is working to remediate affected areas and pump the contaminated water back. The Oklahoma Department of Mines held a public meeting for the proposed limestone quarry permit in the Miami area. Midstate Materials is seeking a 100-year permit to mine the land 1 mile north of Highway 10 near Spring River. Some Miami citizens are concerned about the impact on air and water quality and about potential use of explosives. Well, KCU Joplin student doctors step out of the classroom and into the community for the university's annual We Care Day. From cleaning kennels to sharing some love with adorable pets, students volunteered at the Joplin Humane Society today. Now, for one student, the work is personal. He adopted his own dog from the shelter, and now it's his time to give back.
I'm local to Joplin, so I've literally I got my dog here. We got a cat here years ago. Like this place is great. They do a really good job of taking care of what they have, but they're just overrun.
The Humane Society is just one of the locations volunteers are pitching in at. More than 200 KCU students took part in today's efforts, helping out across Joplin at 25 nonprofits. Well, Project Homeless was in action at the Joplin Salvation Army office. It's a one-stop shop for people experiencing homelessness to get information and resources for help. Resources like legal aid, housing assistance, and medical checks are available. The homeless population is growing across the nation, and the local homeless coalition says there are not enough resources to keep up.
It's necessarily changing, it's growing. The problem is definitely worse than it's been, and it's like that all across the nation. We need more services for the homeless. We need better mental health care, better medical care. We need a lot more services for our folks.
People who came by were also able to get a free lunch and a free haircut. Joplin's new director of homelessness response is already working hard on change. Less than a month into the job, the Regional Commission on Homelessness, the City of Joplin, and the Joplin Homeless Coalition have selected Eric Argenbright for the role. The position comes after the City of Joplin commissioned a study called the Community Plan to address homelessness. It provided recommendations that would help local efforts to mitigate the effects of homelessness.
Everybody and anybody who has an interest in ending homelessness, even just, anyone there who just is trying to figure out any way that they can, what can I do in order to help address this? That's the homeless system. And so that's what we're trying to really kind of get settled and try to get, a good handle on it.
For community members interested in getting involved, Argenbright encourages them to join one of their monthly coalition meetings. The next meeting is scheduled for this coming Monday. You can find more information on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. And coming up, Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe takes in the sights and sounds of the state fair. And later, we're making 4-cheese smoked mac and cheese in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, the Missouri State Fair is now underway in Sedalia. Mike Kehoe attended his first Missouri State Fair as governor. As Mark Slavitt reports, the governor declaring the 2025 Missouri State Fair as a great American fair and celebration of America's 250th birthday.
Governor Kehoe launched the Show Me America 250 campaign on the first day of the Missouri State Fair. The state initiative honors the people, stories, and spirit of Americans as we prepare to celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States.
Think of this country being 250 years old. It's almost unbelievable that we've had democracy that long right here in the continental U.S. We're just excited to be a part of it. Using the state fair to announce that, I think, is very appropriate because this is who Missouri is.
Country singer Winona Judd performs on opening night. Corn dogs and funnel cakes are easy to find. State Fair Director Jason Moore says the annual event at the Sedalia Fairgrounds offers something new every year.
Our tradition and our mission and what we do at the State Fair is the same every year, but it's not the same to that kid that's exhibiting in that barn and that project that he's put his heart and soul in throughout the year.
Opening day at the Missouri State Fair is also Mizzou Day, celebrating the school's connection to agriculture.
This state fair is about children and bringing hope to children, the next generation. And as I said, we're in the young people business and we can't be more proud.
Well, fairgoers are enjoying concerts, circuses, and stunt shows. And one new attraction this year that will quack you up, it's the world's largest rubber duck. The fair runs through Sunday, August 17th. Well, a powerful chapter of Joplin's history is brought to light at the Spiva Center for the Arts. The latest exhibit, Joplin's Easttown, A Legacy Revealed, opened yesterday for an intimate look at the often overlooked history of the African American community in Easttown and beyond. The exhibit honors history while celebrating a lasting legacy. And still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Are you ready for a creamy mac and cheese that's smoking good? If you are, today's your lucky day.
And we've still got some rain chances. We've got the dangerous heat and all of that continuing through the weekend. Look at your forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So actually, about 3 minutes ago now, updates from the National Weather Service offices in our area regarding our heat advisories, which we'll get to in just a moment. A quick look outside again, downtown Pittsburgh. As you can see, it is clear looking to the south, a bit on the hazy side. We've got some clouds back to the west. That's from what's left of those showers from earlier. In fact, if we take just 1 second here, we are going to throw on the satellite for you so you can see. So we've got clouds that are still back behind where those showers were, but have since cleared out. But the main showers themselves, and some heavier ones, starting to roll in parts of Ottawa County, so just to the west of Miami, right over Welch right now, down toward Blue Jacket, and then stretching through just to the west of Veneta, and then outside of our area back toward Chelsea, along the Oklahoma 66 down there, Old Route 66. These showers, again, they got started this morning, and the computer data has had a hard time with them all day on how long they would last, but they do look as though they're starting to kind of die out. Regardless, they are starting to shift out of our area and will continue to do so into the afternoon. But then once we get beyond that, we're starting to see also some updates even on the future track on some additional isolated pop-up shower chances this evening. Again, they're fairly isolated. I think most of us are dry, but as we go overnight, some of the new data also suggests maybe a few more showers or a couple of rumbles of thunder overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. And then our Saturday, it's also added some additional, and I do want to emphasize this part too, pop-up showers and storms. So we're not talking widespread rain. Our rain chances haven't shot up by any means, although that would be nice. But we have seen a few additional pop-up showers and storms start to show up than what we were seeing this morning on future track data as we head through our Saturdays. So at least slightly better rain chances, but still not significant at this point. We're still looking at Sunday. Sunday, especially for our southeast Kansas, looks to be a better day for showers and thunderstorms. Initially, not much going on. A few isolated storms and showers in the morning. By the afternoon, we could get some stronger storms in our far northern counties as a possibility. We're right on the southern tip of some strong storm possibilities, which we'll show you in a moment as well. But we could get a couple out there. Now, here we go. Sunday, 10 o'clock. Take a look from Greenwood County back up into Coffee and Anderson County, so just outside of where Yates Center is here. We've got some thunderstorms, and some of these, again, in our northern counties, could be strong to low-grade severe. Wind and hail is the primary concern at this point. But we go into early Monday morning, and these are still really riding the US 54 corridor, where they're staying kind of confined up there. But then early Monday morning, about 3, 4 a.m., we start to get a slightly more organized line of storms. It's not at this time expected to be severe, but it's still a few days out, and that can change over the weekend. So, of course, we'll keep you updated. But the other thing is, as you see, as it starts to try and push off to the east, it starts to die out pretty quickly. By 7 a.m., it's from Chanute, Parsons, down just east of Coffeyville, back toward Veneta, but it's in a dying state. So we're just going to have to kind of see how that pans out. So they did add the thunderstorm chance line, just general thunderstorms, but it's a little post that those showers rolling through from this morning. But here's our level 1 out of 5 risk for tomorrow and Sunday in our northern counties, where again we could get a strong storm or two. Of course, the other side of this is our heat index values. Today up to 110, tomorrow up to 110, by Sunday still up to 105. So these heat advisories that you see here, with the exception of our far northern counties, because they fall under Topeka and Kansas City, these have now been extended through Saturday at 8 o'clock across the area. So no surprise there, but they have been extended. They just updated it within the last 10-15 minutes. So we've got that. With those heat advisories sticking through. So dangerous heat, highs still near 100 today and tomorrow, mid-upper 90s for our Sunday. Breezy today, as we've noted, breezy tomorrow as well. We all have those thunderstorm chances, with our best chances still looking to be Monday. And Monday and Tuesday, temperatures return near normal, but it's a short break from this oppressive heat as it returns by the second half of next week. More dangerous heat, highs getting close to the triple digits again, which will push our heat index values up again as well. So just make sure you're prepared.
Yes, absolutely. Chris, thanks. And stick around. We're making 4 cheese smoked mac and cheese in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, you'll definitely be blown away by today's Mr. Food recipe. Howard is making 4-cheese smoked mac and cheese in the Mr. Food test kitchen.
The other day, I went to this little barbecue joint and got a side of mac and cheese to go with my pulled pork. I know, that alone sounds amazing. But what made it really great was the fact that the mac and cheese was smoked right alongside the pork. Since we all don't have smokers, we came up with a version that's, well, you'll have to try it to appreciate how smoky good it is. We start by cooking some macaroni according to the package directions and draining it really well. While this drains, we add some flour to melted butter and let that cook until it's golden. Then we slowly stir in some milk. Once it starts to thicken up, we take it off the heat and stir in some cream cheese along with a bit of salt and pepper. Next, we pour this over our pasta that we mix with some shredded cheddar, smoked Gouda, and a good amount of Parmesan cheese. Now, if you have a smoker, spoon this into a foil pan and in it goes. Otherwise, you can bake it in a 9x13 pan right in your oven. Either way, right before serving it, add a little more cheese on top. Creamy? Yes. Smoky? You bet. Thanks to the Gouda and the smoker. To get the recipe for our 4-cheese smoked macaroni and cheese, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a smoking good way.
We can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now let's take a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, dangerous heat continue. As I mentioned earlier, our heat advisories extended through 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Heat index values to 110. Some isolated showers and storms heading through the weekend. A little cooler, at least seasonably hot on Monday and Tuesday, and then return to the dangerous heat in the second half of next week.
All right, Chris, thanks. And coming up tonight at 5, well, hand washing is critical to staying safe and healthy all year round, but a recent survey shows many Americans still aren't getting the message. We'll take a look at why. Plus, as the school year starts, many foster kids in the U.S. and right here in the 4 states are dealing with overwhelming adjustments and challenges. One organization in Southeast Kansas is looking to help. And a local teacher resource store shares the top teacher trends for the year. You can join us for those stories and more on KOAM News at 5. Certainly lots to look forward to. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.